What's up guys, Marcus here, back to post a quick video showing some recent vinyl purchases over the last week and a half or so. I haven't done a video in a couple of weeks now. I've been meaning to do one in about the last week or so, but recently I've been switching rooms in my house and there's crap everywhere, so I can't do a video back in my room or anything. That's why I'm here in the living room. But I've got 7 records to show you guys today, 4 of which I'm going to try to run through pretty fast because I've already done this video twice and I haven't made it through the time. I only have about a 10-minute time limit and I haven't made it, so I'm going to run through those a little bit quicker. But I'll start off with what you're listening to right now. It's the newest album by In Flames called Sounds of a Playground Fading, which came out about 3 weeks ago. And this is a great album, especially if you're a fan of In Flames. I would definitely recommend checking this out. Even if you're not a fan of In Flames, I think you'd really dig this. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's nothing like the old In Flames, nothing like the mellow death metal that they used to be. It's more of lighter metal, harder rock kind of stuff, but it's still really good stuff. I like it. One of my favorite bands, so definitely check that out. But I've got about 4 records to run through pretty fast before I show you guys some death metal, which I rarely show that you guys know of, because I don't have a lot of death metal on vinyl, but I'm starting to get more now. So starting off, a couple of half-price books buys. I found myself a copy of Scorpions' Love at First Sting, and this is the album with Rock You Like a Hurricane on it. But aside from that song, this is a great album. Every song on here is really good. So definitely check that out if you don't have it. Next up, I was happy to find myself a copy of Hysteria by Def Leppard. And Mr. Hall of Fame said this a couple of times, that this album, song for song, is one of the best albums of all time. And I totally agree with it. Every song on here is great. A bunch of hits on here. So yeah, everyone should have that in their collection. I'm just now getting around to getting it though. Alright, and next, got myself a copy of Twisted Sister, Stay Hungry. And this is the album with We're Not Gonna Take It and I Wanna Rock on here. I've never had any Twisted Sister on vinyl. This is my first one. I've had a couple of their CDs, so I was real happy to pick that one up. And last half-price books record that I picked up is, I was really happy to find this. Motley Crue, Too Fast for Love. I've never seen anything like this at my half-price book, so I was really happy to find that. And, yeah. Really good condition. Only a little bit of ring wear, but nothing too major. And this came with a pretty cool insert that I like. It's got the lyrics, and then on the back it's got that cool little picture of the band. I thought that was pretty sweet. Alright, so next up, a band that not too many people are familiar about, but they're really good. I'm talking about Street Sweeper Social Club. This is their newest EP called the Ghetto Blaster EP. And if you're not familiar with Street Sweeper Social Club, as you can see, Tom Morello of Rage Against the Machine and Audio Slave on guitar, and Boots Riley of The Coop, the hip-hop group The Coop, on here, on vocals. And this is their 10-inch EP released in 2010. And it's kind of sort of the same style as Rage Against the Machine, but again, on the other note, not so much. You got Boots Riley, his hip-hop vocals, sort of like Zach De La Rocha from Rage Against the Machine. But this is at least for me, this is an album that grows on you, because I listened to this back in 2010, back whenever it was first released, and it was okay, but I wasn't too impressed with it. But I began listening to it more and more, and I started to appreciate it even more, and this is a really great album. It's got the last song on the EP. If you're familiar with Street Sweeper Social Club, you know their first self-titled release. And it's got the song in there called Promenade, which is my favorite song by them. But on here it's got a song called Promenade Guitar Fury Remix. And what that is, it's basically Promenade, but at the end it's got a added guitar solo that Tom Morello always plays live at the end of that song to close out the show. But it didn't have that on the regular version of Promenade, so they went in on this EP and re-recorded that song with the guitar solo at the end, and it's really cool. So if you're not familiar with Street Sweeper Social Club, I definitely recommend checking out the song Promenade Guitar Fury Remix. And this whole album, this whole EP is great. Definitely check it out if you haven't heard of them. Alright, next up I got two more records to show you, and they are death metal. Which you guys know I don't have a lot of death metal on vinyl, only on CDs, because if you're a fan of death metal, you know that those typically cost a lot more than regular vinyl. But I recently got a job, so I'm starting to get some more money in to buy some more death metal records. So first up, this is the newest album by the Black Dahlia Murder called Ritual. And I'm not going to go into too much detail on this album because I could go on forever. But in a nutshell, this is an amazing album. Definitely one of the best metal albums of the year in my opinion. It's got a cool gatefold. And I'll probably be doing a review of this within the next few days or so. But like I said, there's too much to talk about this. I'm going to run out of time if I do. But yeah, great album by the Black Dahlia Murder. Definitely better than all of their other work. So look out for the next few days. In the next few days, I'll probably be doing a review on this. Great album. Last up, I gotta talk about this one a little bit. This album was, excuse me. This album was recommended by a good friend of mine on here named Rob. His name's 26 Bond. Definitely check out his videos if you're not familiar with him. If you're a fan of black and death metal, he's got a lot of cool stuff. He's got a lot of essential black and death metal and even a bunch of rare black and death metal that not a lot of people see, and he's got a lot of cool stuff in his collection. But he strongly recommended this album a couple of his videos ago. So I ran across this on eBay, and after he recommended this, I immediately went on YouTube to listen to some of their songs, and I listened to about 4 of them, and that alone made me want to buy the album, so I was already on the lookout for it. And I ran across this on YouTube, on eBay for pretty cheap, so I decided to go ahead and pick it up. And that album is called Blood Delirium by the band The Ravenous. And if you're not familiar with The Ravenous, their vocalist is Killjoy. If you're familiar with the band Necrophagia, he's the vocalist for that band. And I honestly don't know if this is a band itself or a side project, but he's the vocalist in it. Sorry about that glare. But yeah, this is a great death metal album. Cool little visual image on the front. If you're familiar with the movie August Underground Mortem, dubbed as the most disturbing movie of all time, these are characters from that movie, which Killjoy actually directed, starred in, and I think he wrote most of the movie. So that's really cool. But yeah, this is a great death metal album. Song for song, there's not one on here I don't like. And it's got a cool little insert I wanted to show you guys. It's got just some stuff written by the band, a little bit of info, some of their other releases, and then on the back it's got lyrics with a cool photo of the band. So that's really cool. So that's the Ravenous Blood Delirium. You should be able to find this for pretty cheap. I picked it up for only about 12 bucks on eBay. So if you can find that for pretty cheap, I'd strongly recommend it. And remember to check out 26 Bond's channel. He's a really cool guy. But that's it for now. I don't have a whole bunch to show you guys. And I'm running out of time again, so I should have my room finished here in the next couple of days or so. And I've got some stuff on its way in the mail that I should be getting soon. So once I get that, I'll make another video. So I will go ahead and talk to you guys later. Peace.